Whether you like it or not, skateboards are objectively cool. Typically, they're made up of a maplewood deck, aluminium trucks, and a set of wheels. You stand on it, you push, you go fast. If you're still not convinced, then listen to this. The defining feature of the skateboard is its unique graphic on every single deck, so you can express yourself individually however you like. And you know, I think the design you choose actually says a lot about the skater themselves. Well, this is my board, so what does that say about me? Leave me a comment and let me know. So my friend Sylvia, who you may know as the person who dyed my hair hot pink and taught me how to make rugs. Well, she messaged me and Sophie and said that she wanted to get her partner Sasha a very special birthday present. You may know Sasha as the professional parkour athlete from Stora who taught me how to jump off a wall. And I was pretty good at it too. Oh no. Well, Sylvia asked me if I would consider making Sasha a custom skateboard graphic, and of course I said, hell yeah. So today I'm going to be taking you on the journey for how I made this. I haven't actually made it yet, so I don't know what it looks like, but I imagine it looks very cool. So famously, the best place to start is at the beginning. And I've begun by putting together a bunch of Brighton-inspired doodles. Knowing Sasha, he has lived down by the sea for his entire life, so I thought it could be fun to do a coastal-inspired design. And we've got a bunch of things going on here. Ice cream, the Duke of York Cinema, chips, the pavilion, a rat. We've got plenty of those in Brighton. The Nando's chicken. I know Sasha loves Nando's. Him and Sylv used to have a pet seagull called Jub Jub, so maybe we do something gull-related. This is not it. It's got a lot of fun ideas, but based off of what I like about skateboard designs, I think I want to focus in on one specific character, and I think it might be the cheeky seagull. Okay, we might have something here. So I've ran with the seagull idea, and I've gone for a sort of badass mafioso type of deal. I was thinking we could either have him on the phone being all like, no deal, or maybe I'll do him like, oh wait, what if I have him like smoking like a chip? I don't know how seagulls are in other parts of the world, but in Brighton, they are ravenous. If you have chips in Brighton, no you don't. Those chips are forfeit, they belong to the seagulls. All right, I'm gonna have a little bit of a noodle and a doodle, and I'm gonna see if I can get a finalized design going. Okay. I have figured out the design. We have gone with the chip-smoking badass seagull, and I've tweaked the catchphrase to be, deal with it. Just imagine the audacity. You've come down to Brighton for a little weekend getaway vacation, you treat yourself to a cone of chips and a seagull swoops in and grabs them, and what do they say? Deal with it. Incredible. So I've also made this Japanese-inspired repeating wave pattern in Photoshop, which I thought would be nice to represent the sea and the sky, and it also really helps sandwich the design and draw your focus into the middle. So I think we're ready to get spraying. Let's get this out of the packaging. Blank board. Hasn't got grip tape, but we'll use a bit of masking tape just to protect the edges a little bit and make sure no paint seeps through the holes. We're all masked up and ready to spray. This might be a bit excessive, maybe a bit unnecessary. It means it'll be nice and satisfying to peel off afterwards, and we won't get any on the top part of the deck. All right, let's go spray. Woo! That was meant to be like a cool sort of close-up, but the handle started to rip because it was too heavy. The last time I did a video where I did spray painting outside, it was a very, very windy day, and I have clearly learned nothing because it is yet again a very, very windy day. However, we've got our sprays, we've got our board. My plan is to do a sort of a gradient of some bluey, greeny hues, and then have a little bit of white at the top, almost like as clouds. Let's get safety precautions online, and let's get spraying. So I'll start with just a base of blue, do the edges as well. I think
that's looking pretty good to me so far. We've got a nice sort of seafoam green collecting at the bottom, and it kind of gradients up into a nice blue, and then a sort of a sky blue with a lot of white speckles at the top, which is the look I was basically going for. So I think I'm pretty pleased with that. So now that the board is sprayed, I've got myself some semi-gloss medium. We're gonna be using this to seal the spray paint and make a nice smooth surface for the Posca pens to be able to draw over. So let's crack a nice cold semi-gloss medium open and get this covered. Also, I've never used this before, so if it doesn't work, don't come for me in the comments. It's kind of got the consistency of like face cream or something like that. Let's slop it up. And that feels pretty dry to me. So I've spent the past couple of hours literally watching paint dry, which is actually far more exciting than you might think. I'm very happy with how the board is looking, but more importantly, I'm happy with how the board is feeling. The medium has definitely made it a little bit more silky, and I think it'll be a lot smoother when using the Posca pens now. So the next step is to project the image onto the board, and I'm sure I've got a projector somewhere around here. Hello there. I recently did a very much needed clear out of this attic. It's still a mess because it's an attic, but it is much easier to find things now. So let's find that projector. Christmas decorations, no. Creepy mannequin. Hey, all my old Nintendo magazines. No way, the original player's guide for Super Metroid. I thought I made things easier to find. There it is, got it. So I had a good idea. I can now take a picture of the board and I can put my digital mock-up of the design. In fact, I'm just gonna show you. Why am I telling you? I'm just gonna show you. I'm just gonna show you. So I've thrown my photo into Fresco and I've positioned the art roughly where I imagine the graphics sitting, and I think that looks tremendous. So now all I need to do is project this image onto the deck, and this should line up quite nicely for me to just draw over it. You're allowed to trace your own artwork. That's not plagiarism. I got it, we're gonna plug it in, we're gonna try it out. I did see you can use SD cards on this projector, so I've loaded the image onto an SD card, so hopefully, oh my God, did that get stuck in there? No. Did that just swallow my SD card? What? Minus one SD card, Jesus Christ. It's like, oh, for fuck. The SD card is stuck and it can't come out, so we're gonna try a USB stick instead. I know how to work technology. That's why the whole thing is broken. What the hell? Tech support is here. Fuji, do you know how to get this working? Because I can't get it to work. You think we need to use excessive force? Interesting. It's gonna be very hard to explain what just happened. Sophie stuck a screwdriver in there, and this popped out like toast out of a toaster. The on button is this one. This is completely falling apart before my eyes. Check out our new projector setup. There it is! Hey, look at that! That's the first time we're seeing it like that. How cool is that? That actually looks like a skateboard that you would see in a proper skate shop. Well, now that we know that that works, I'm gonna get a C-stand set up so we can get an overhead projection. But first, lunch. Then it goes nowhere. So now I just need to get the right height. If I raise it up off the ground like that much, a couple of foam yoga blocks and a copy of Ark Nova, the board game later. Now that we've got the image projected on it, I'm gonna have a go at tracing over it with a pencil. Good luck to us. How about that? I've done a successful outline of the design on the board, and I think that looks pretty neat, which means we can move on to the next phase, where we paint it, deal with it. So it might seem counterintuitive to do the line work first, to then do the color layer, to then inevitably be followed by another line art layer. But I have anticipated this because when I start slapping thick paint on this, we're gonna lose the pencil lines, and I wanna try and get this as close to the original as possible. So this is a nice guide to help me see better. So, it's a shame we're not working digitally, otherwise I could just... Nice. That is not how life works. We need to do it the old-fashioned way. Pens and paint. So I've gone in with my white Posca pens and the titanium white paint, and I basically primed the lighter parts of the bird where colors like yellow and orange are gonna sit. I didn't trust going directly onto the blue with that. I didn't think it'd show up as vibrantly as I wanted. So we've done a base of white in most of those areas. So as you can see, the colors are looking pretty nice. They're very thick, bright, opaque, which is what we wanted. So now I can go in and do nice, thick black lines all over to just really finish off the bird. Well, well, well. Check it out, fellow seagull lovers. It's just as sassy as my digital mock-up, but it is not finished yet. No, no, no. I'm gonna step away from it for a little bit, and then when I come back, we're gonna do the sea, and we're gonna do the sky. We are getting there. Given the board some time and it is now fully bone dry. And may I say, it is looking fantastico. Very, very happy with how the design turned out. And we are coming up to the finish line as there is just one thing left to do. I'm gonna cover the board in a water-based polyurethane. Hope I'm saying that right. Hopefully that will just make it a bit more durable, a bit more scratch resistant, but at the end of the day, it's a skateboard. Every skateboard is doomed to get a little bit scratched whether you like it or not. All right, let's get on it and get spreading. Never used this before, let's give it a shot. Okay, let's get the lid off. Very milky looking. Ooh, the smell coming off that reminds me of being a child painting Warhammer. It's a very similar scent. Rest assured, I am in a ventilated space. We've got windows and doors open because this stuff is strong. Let's give it a shot. It's running. Fuck. Things were going too well. The polyurethane has made the paint colors run, which is what we really didn't want to happen. We've stopped immediately. Obviously, I don't want the whole design to run. So we're gonna just let it dry. I'll see if I can maybe fix the colors a bit. How frustrating. So I did remember that I bought this matte varnish spray back when I did some oil paints, which by the way, I still have. The Bob Ross, I still have it. The process might have made me have a breakdown, but I can't get rid of it. So perhaps if I apply this spray to the board before we apply the polyurethane, that will help seal it before we try to seal it. It's all very confusing. Very good. So my cool test stick worked. After using this sealant spray, polyurethane thankfully didn't make the Posca pen run. Now that this is all sprayed and it's dry, we should be in business. We should be able to gloss over it without a problem.
We should be.
We hope. There it is. Please don't fail me. Seems okay so far. Yeah, it all looks pretty wet to me, so this can be layer number one, and I'll just do a couple more when it's dry. That was a lot more successful than our first attempt, so I'll just leave this for the recommended amount of time to dry, which is... How long? It's done. The board is completely complete. Look at that. Wow. I'm usually not so blown away by my own work. I tell you what, a few years ago, if I was asked to do something like this, I don't know if I would have had the confidence to pull it off, but I'm looking at this today and I'm really, really proud of this. This has turned out exactly how I imagined it in my head. The finish feels incredible. It's so smooth after 4 coats of the polyurethane, which is why it's taken so long to dry. And I just think this is gonna be such a fun, cool, incredible gift. This is the first time I've ever done a custom skateboard, but I kinda wanna do some more. I kinda wanna do like a whole range of skateboard decks. I sense a hyperfixation coming on. Uh-oh. As attached as I have grown to this, I think I keep forgetting it's not mine. So I think the final thing we need to do is gift this to its rightful recipient. Let's go see what Sasha thinks. He has no idea we've been doing this, and I can't wait to see what he thinks.
Listen up, listen up.
Imagine if he hates.
He might be like, I hate seagulls and I hate chips.
So Sylvia has just shown us her amazing golden tuning fork. Can you hear this? If I put this to the... It's like ASMR.
The magic. This is what happens when you come to Sylvan Sasha's place. Spiritual thing.
We haven't asked how you are.
Straight to the fork.
Wait.
Oh yeah, hit me with one of these as well.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
the
This
full
is also
experience.
Yeah, this is
the
it.
full sensory experience. Oh, now I know how Fuji feels.
Got the purring.
Yeah, give me some there.
These are the lavenders from my mom's garden that she bought. They don't smell too strong.
They smell nice.
They're just so nice.
Well, here's the thing. This is a weird thing. So, Sasha, a little birdie tells me that it's your birthday next year.
Oh shit!
We're early with this, but we thought we'd get you a little early birthday present. Definitely not a late birthday present.
I totally forgot my birthday happened.
You were born.
So much.
How do you know if you know?
Wait, what?
Sorry, the wrapping should be way more
Sorry, it's like
exciting.
a skateboard.
It literally could be anything. We got you
That's so cool.
It's custom painted.
Deal with it. Wait, you painted this?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
That's so sick. I've been wanting a skateboard for so long as well.
Wait.
Well.
Wow.
Things that you need for the skid to actually ride it.
Yeah, famously you do need some other parts as well.
Wheels or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, PJ, if I
sick.
gave you the plain board, would you mind doing some art? With no like concept of what you would come up with.
Yeah.
And you came up with
This is cheeky. I swear we were like, let's go skating soon, but I don't have a skateboard and you bloody got me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect.
Happy birthday, Sasha.
next year.
Best gifts are either a month and a half late or
Yeah.
11
months early.
Yeah, that's how we roll.
I'm mind
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That's incredible.
Even though the Jub is no longer
He
with us.
flew the coop.
There he is.